Hi, I'm Josh Weisbrod.
And I'm Ruben Miranda.
And we're here to talk to you about comics.
But before we do, Josh, we should mention that thanks to you finding me yesterday, Harvey Pekar has died. Harvey has been making comic books for a long time, from off the streets of Cleveland, as it were. Harvey started doing comic books with a bunch of artists that detailed very mundane things in his own life. He just reiterated the conversations that he had with people, but he made everything seem very interesting. Interesting, at the very least.
Very good comics about, you know, the very most basic, normal, everyday things.
And he got a lot of great artists to realize some of these comics with him, including Robert Crumb and Dean Haspiel.
Yeah, he had a movie about 2003. Played by Paul Giamatti in the movie.
The great Paul Giamatti played Harvey, and Harvey also appeared in the film as himself. He did the narration thing, and he was wonderful. I happened to meet him too. I had a chance to meet him at a New York show. He was a sweetheart of a man, and you know, humble and gracious and wonderful. He was terrific. He's
also had a lot of stuff published by Vertigo more recently. You know, he stopped self-publishing after a while. This one's published by Ballantine, but this is not about his life. He started doing biographies of other people. This is the Michael Malice story, Ego and Hubris. He's got another one called Unsung Hero, which is a pretty good retelling by a soldier in Vietnam, and we do carry that one in the store as well. Also, this is a book of conversations, interviews with Harvey Pekar. So, you know,
no doubt fascinating.
If you've missed out on anything by Harvey Pekar, you know, anytime's a good time. Now's a good time.
Well, every time was good, but anyway, you should look into his stuff. It was great and wonderful, and so Harvey Pekar, we salute you. Good night.
Miss you, Harvey.
What do you have that's new, Josh?
Well, we got, let's see, this week, I know I talk about these all the time, but Justice League International and Booster Gold are back. These are really good. I don't know.
Do you like these?
I get so excited. I like spread out all over my floor and just like read them, like, you know, like.
I've seen it.
Oh my God, it's so good. These have been a lot of fun. This is, you know, a little more funny. This is a little more serious. They both deal with the same characters. He's actually going back in time to the Justice League International era during this Booster Gold storyline. And it's written by Giffen and DeMatteis, who are the guys who wrote it originally. And this is taking place in the present day, as it were. Both worth reading. Definitely read it.
That's great. There's also there's a one-shot featuring The Simpsons' Comic Book Guy. That's got to be good. Comic Book Guy is one of the most fascinating characters there ever was in The Simpsons, only because he resembles many of us who work in this shop. That is to say, psychologically, not physically, I'm happy to say. It's a great mock of redoing or whatever, homage to the Fantastic Four #1 on the cover, and there's a great story featuring Comic Book Guy that's tremendous fun. I mean, it's The Simpsons, it's Comic Book Guy, and it's great. It really is. Now, you were supposed to jump in just then.
Oh, was I?
Yeah, come on.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, let's see. We got some very interesting stuff this week. Bulletproof Coffin, second issue is out. This is a weird one. It's about these. It's Shaky Kane on the artwork, and it's about these guys who go into you know, they're repo guys, and they take people's stuff. Very fascinated by the Golden Age comics, and they have kind of like a weird, creepy kind of Golden Age, Silver Age kind of vibe going on with some of these like horror comic sequences. They're definitely worth reading. In the very back of the last one, they had a fictional biography of Shaky Kane and David Hine, but not in this one. They have letters pages, but you're also welcome. Then we have the Schizophrenic. I believe this was advertised in the last one of those. Maybe not. It looks pretty weird though. This is
go on.
Yeah, I don't know a whole lot about it. I haven't really looked at it. It's just something that looks interesting, and I'd be very willing to read myself.
Another thing that will be out is the new Dr. Solar Man of the Atom book from Dark Horse. It's written by Jim Shooter. Jim Shooter wrote fantastic stories about this character. It's a Silver Age character that he acquired and used in his old Valiant Comics imprint, and those were great. Quite honestly, I'm not too thrilled with the art in this, but it's probably very well written. I mean, it's not that bad, I guess, but it's a very, what do you call it, digitized or digitally manipulated and whatever. It's probably very well written. I haven't had a chance to read it myself because we just got these books, but it's definitely something I want to look into because it's probably very good. Jim Shooter's a damn good writer, even though he's, you know...
Harbinger.
The Harbinger was good. Harbinger was terrific.
Children of the Eighth Day.
Right, that was the first Harbinger arc, which, by the way, we have a paperback of that you can pick up just about any time to come to the store. We'd be happy to sell it to you.
Oh, yeah.
At a very reasonable price, too.
Let's
what else you got, Josh?
Well, Vertigo's got some stuff out this week. We got the Unwritten is back again. This has been really exciting. It's about these guys who may or may not be fictional characters, even though they are because they're in this story. But they're also dealing with other fictional characters from other stories.
Is that Nosferatu up in there?
No, that is like a Voldemort style, like vampire style character. He's the main character is based on. It's like sort of based on Harry Potter in a way, but it's not. I don't know.
Very, very Nosferatu.
It's it's exciting stuff, and you should read it.
Another curious item is Pood #1. It's big fold-out type newspaper. Sunday newspaper type thing here with, chock full of images and interesting stuff. It's definitely not for children, I'll warn you, but it's irreverent fun. It's terrific. I just read this front page and I had a good time. I laughed 3 times. 3 times while reading this.
3 times?
And they try to be funny more than that. But, they scored 3 times with me. They may score more with you.
You read the whole thing and laughed 3 times?
I read this whole page and I laughed 3 times. 3 different occasions.
Gosh, the middle pages you probably would have laughed 6 times.
There's no doubt there'll be many more laughs throughout, and maybe even other types of things in there besides comedy. It's Pood. It's $4 for a big fold-out book that's fun. That's genuine.
Get ready
fun.
to have genuine fun and be excited, genuinely. Have you read Day Tripper, by the way? This will make you genuinely sad. This is some emotionally dense stuff. There was one a couple months ago about a plane crash that was really rough for me to read, and they just get rougher and rougher. This guy dies in every single issue, and you should. It's by Fabio Moon and Gabriel Ba. It's those
Fabio, no?
Fabio Moon. Did I say Fabio?
You did say Fabio.
I don't know how to talk. But yeah, it's about these 2 Brazilian guys did a story about a Brazilian guy, and he dies, and also he has friends that that die. It's worth reading though. It's great.
Well, way to bring the room down, Josh.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make you all cry.
Here's something a little lighter. It's a beautiful hardcover book from Image. It's Silverline Books. I guess that's Valentino's arm of Image. It's Fractured Fables. They're retellings of all of the well-known Grimm's fairy tale type things with kind of twist endings, kind of shock endings. Really, there are no really big surprises in it, but there's a lot of interesting art in it. A lot of different styles tackling some of these stories, and they're terrific, if only for the different styles that you're going to encounter here. Look at that gorgeous storytelling. That's beautiful. Look at this. Look at the details in these drawings. You could spend minutes just looking at all of the little lines in here and all the little characters that are floating around in this thing.
Oh, wow.
Look at that. Completely different styles. A lot of different things to look at and choose from and have fun with. Isn't that great?
Oh, gee.
Look at it. Are you looking at it, Josh?
I can't stop looking at it.
Well, you have to stop and go on to the next thing.
All right. Well, anybody super curious because we got a Superman book out, 701. It's a great jumping on point, and guess who's writing it?
Is Superman back on this book?
Superman is back on the book, and Straczynski is writing it now. I think that might be the first time for that. But if you are wanting to read a Superman book, this is a good place to start. It's got some real emotional moments.
Hey, that's not Lois.
Yeah, it's not. It's some other chick.
Oh.
But I don't know if they're having like the same sort of relationship that he has with Lois generally. The one where.
Especially, I never liked that bitch. You got anything else, Josh? I thought I had one more, but
I have a couple more things.
Well,
if you would like,
I look really curious.
This is an interesting thing. It's this one is Frenemy of the State, which features Rashida Jones, who is Karen on The Office. It's the 2nd issue. I believe we still have the 1st issue. Funny lady, funny show. It might be good for a laugh. Very good.
Yeah. That's funny on the show, but maybe the book will be a lot of fun.
Well, she was like a villain.
She was all right. I mean,
she's also on Parks and Recreation.
Oh,
anyway,
I don't watch that.
Oh, it's
Well, go on.
Anyway, so this is interesting stuff. It's Scott Morse is the guy who does the art and the story for this.
Oh, little Scotty Morse is back.
Yeah. In the back, there's actually a Paul Pope 1-page, backup feature.
Hey, let's skip to that.
Okay, here it is.
Right.
I don't want to give you too much to work off of. Yeah, I don't want to spoil you guys, but Very interesting stuff. A lot of explosions and plane crashes, if that's the kind of thing you're into.
We're running out of time there, Josh, but I think there was a nice sampling of a bunch of very interesting things that we have available
you guys
here.
Come on in here.
Stop stepping on my lines.
Oh,
We have all of this stuff here, and it's also available online. The vast majority of the stuff we have at a reasonable discount as well. A lot of the stuff online is discounted, so that's a good thing, right?
Yeah, jump on the internet, yo.
Right. So thanks everyone for watching, and thank you.
Oh my God, thank you so much. I'll miss you guys.
See you next couple weeks. I'm going to San Diego.
Oh, well, I'll see you guys. All right. Bye.